This is StiltzkinKupo84, representing Cat and Fam Gamer TV, and welcome to our All Shields playthrough of Final Fantasy XII. We've got Larsa in our party as a guest. That'll soon change. Last video, I took you guys all the way down to the Still Shrine of Miriam, and we checked that out all the way to the save point. So this time, we're gonna go north to Mount Bur-Omisace. And once we get there, we'll be able to, of course, see a bunch of cinematics and things like that. But again, we'll be tasked to go to the Still Shrine of Miriam as the next story beat, but before we get there, there will be some hunts that we'll be able to take advantage of. And one of them, in particular, drops a piece of loot that we'll need for our very last grimoire, the Canopic Urn. So we'll definitely want to do that hunt before going into the Still Shrine. Is it me, or does this one onion not care that we just downed his buddy? That's odd. I would have figured that he'd be super mad by now. Oh well.
Empires parade down city streets while refugees walk barefoot through the snow.
And so I sue for peace, to stop short war and ease their suffering. My father will choose peace.
Will he now? You sound sure of yourself. You can never know another, even your father.
Don't take it the wrong way, Kay?
This crisis would not end were I gone. The Senate hates the very fact that House Solidor exists. By necessity, we must find reason to silence them.
Necessity? Ah, yes, necessity. Does that word free you, I wonder? You show no hesitation to solve matters with blood.
The sword of House Solidor cannot be left to rust in doubt. It was you, Excellency, who tempered that sword.
Is this your idea of vengeance?
It is my idea of necessity. If we do not act now, it is not only our future you imperil.
So, you would dirty your hands to keep his clean.
He's talking
My
about
hands are stained with blood.
doing
I
the
see
honors
little
of
reason
treachery
to stay them now.
before Larsa gets old enough to have to do it himself.
So they are. And so House Solidor lives on.
Vayne wants to kill all the Senate members, we have to assume, and he doesn't want Larsa to have to deal with any of that. So he wants to eliminate the Senate before Larsa comes of age to rule. we have to imagine that Vayne wants to wield sole and supreme power of this empire until he's too old, in which case it would seem like he wants to hand it down to Larsa. I mean, he can't be more than a decade or two older. So, I mean, it makes a little bit less sense than a father handing it down to a son, per se, but, I mean, Vayne obviously wants his chance to rule, and he obviously feels some compassion towards his little brother, so, even as an Imperial monster, he's not just a flat-out monster. He's got some humanity in him. At least at this point in the story. So this trail back here will lead down all the way down to the zone curtain. There it goes, you pop up. And then that's the southern reach of this cell, and now we can go to the northern reach. This is basically just a big circle. It's like a three-way roundabout. And as far as like encounters and LP grinding and even treasure grinding, there's nothing extraordinary here, which is why this is easily one of the cells that you can avoid if you want to do those activities. You really only come through here to go to Bur-Omisace and to leave Bur-Omisace. Here we are. What you got for us, Kiltius? His Grace the Grand Kiltius Anastasis watches over all Mount Bur-Omisace, land closest to the gods. Can you not feel your soul's burdens lifted? So all these Kiltias are sort of like followers of this faith, and the Grand Kiltius is the headmaster of all the Kiltias. Many are the fiends that lurk in the crags of Paramana, but of them the elementals appearing during heavy snows are the most dangerous. Huh, okay. Let's see, we have a... It's gotta be a cartographer. Yeah, here he is. Buy a map. Yeah, let's buy a map. We'll buy the Paramana Rift map. Even though I think we've got all of that location filled in already. I'm pretty sure you have to buy the maps in order to satisfy the trophy, the achievement for having visited all places. I think you have to visit all places and buy all maps. I could be wrong about that, but it's small coin at this point, so why not? Alright, so we have a save crystal that we can warp to now. Let's see. Gertie. Nah. We don't want a chocobo right now. What do we need off this merchant here? Let's see. Already got an ice brand. Can't use 6-footed pole. Mirror same. Ooh. We can use the sledgehammer. But we have 2 of them. Ah, that's right. We're using the measures now for Balthier. This is the point at which axes and hammers just get completely insanely overpowered, especially if you get a disable on hit. That'll shut any enemy down pretty fast. Any enemy that's not immune to disable, that is. Let's see, we only need 2 Gladius. We don't need 4 of them. We don't need Glacial Staff or Demon. Well, we need 1 Demon's Bane, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here that we need, really. Okay, so we're actually gonna sell weapons at this point. Hammerhead. Ooh, well, Hammerhead has a higher attack than the sledgehammer does, but it doesn't really do a status effect, so I think that when we go to sell one of those types of hammers and axes, we'll probably want to sell the hammerhead first, actually. We have Miter and we have Thorn Mace, so that means that we don't need this Bouge, because this Bouge does nothing special, whereas Thorn Mace has a status attack. Guilt Measure, let's see, Assassin's Dagger, we only need 2, we only have 2. We only need actually 1 Sledgehammer. Ancient Sword does petrify, so, I mean, I guess we could keep it for a little while longer. Chopper. Chopper does something. So does Miter. We only need 1 Demon's Bane, 1 Ice Brand. We only need 2 Gladius. And again, I'm kind of wondering if we need that Hammerhead. But I'm not going to sell it just yet. Let's see. Alright, so we got most of our weapons. Pretty much we're shying away from the top, what is it, 3 weapons that we have now, because we have, or no, actually, really, we don't have Ice Brand equipped either. We have Flame Tongue, because right now we're in a icy terrain. We'll change over to Ice Brand whenever we get out of this icy terrain, I think. Alright, Lamia's Tiara. We have 5 of those. We don't need any headbands. Ice Shield, we have 9 of those. That's outrageous. Golden Helm, okay. Traveler's Vestment. Feathered Cap. I wonder... Let's see. We have the shield armor equipped. And the bone mail is even better, so... The bone mail is the one that's weak to Holy. Takes half damage from Shadow. Shielded armor is what gives us our protect, though, so that's why I like to wear that. and it's showing us that the golden armor is weaker than the shielded armor that we're already wearing. So we don't need any golden armor. And I don't think that we need the demon mail or the close helmet either, because our bone mail is higher than what we're wearing. So if anything, we need to sell some armor. And we'll sell I think Chanter's Jalaba, something that we don't want Bosch to be wearing anymore. Windbreaker is, I guess, still alright. Ice Shield, well, we're only going to need 6 of these. And then we only need 3 shielded armors. Shell Shield, Bone Mail, Viking Coat, Windbreaker. I don't think we need any Brigandine at all. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of our Brigandines. Flame Shield, we only need 6 of those. We only need 3 Bone Helms. Nah, we're not gonna use Red Cap or Close Helmets. I really don't even think we're gonna use Diamond Shield, to be honest. Lamia's Tiara we could use, Headband we don't need. Because we have Dragon Shields, and that's already better than a Diamond Shield. So we'll even get rid of those. So we have Lamia's Tiara, we have Mage's Habit, we have Ice and Flame Shields, we have Bone Helm, we have Black Cowl. Oh, that's right, we want Lamia's Tiaras for the half damage cold resistance there. And that's why we're keeping the Windbreakers for that half damage arrow resistance. So yeah, basically we're good with our armors now. Auto sort. I like auto sorting. Alright, he doesn't have any spells for us just yet, so we're gonna hold off. There's gotta be another shopkeeper in here that does that. Here on Mount Bur-Omisace, the Kiltias protect us, yes? We will not need to leave our home again, yes? Be at ease, Mount Bur-Omisace is a holy place. Protected by the gods themselves, you need not fear a thing. We gather in this place because Mount Bur-Omisace is the holy mountain of the Kiltias. We are safe from empires and their wars here. So we've got several lockdowns going on here. We have the Irut village. They're social distancing themselves, and Mount Bur-Omisace seems to be taking refugees, but other than that, they're pretty much social distancing as well. they don't seem to take any interest in the affairs of the rest of the world. If they don't have to, I guess. Apart from the main guy, the Grand Kiltius himself, they seem to only really populate the Bur-Omisace Rift. So they only go where it's snow. I was set upon by fiends in Bur-Omisace Rift. When the Kiltius saved me, I owe them my life. This is not the best land upon which to make a living, but here we are, safe from armies and fiends. That is enough. More than 10,000 souls find peace on Mount Bur-Omisace. Our doors are open to all. The blessing of the gods be with you, Faram. Now, there are not 10,000 people wandering around here, so I don't know what she's talking about. It's not true to life. Me, I was born in Abradia. My village was burned to the ground in the war 2 years ago, and I made my way here. I envy you Dalmascan folk. Even occupation's better than seeing your home and everything you love reduced to a pile of ashes. Well, nah. I wonder if you know Bosch and Gabranth. We can not only rely on the Kiltius to provide everything for us, we must do what we can to help. This place reeks of poverty. There's not a thing of value in the whole camp. What I just said, you didn't hear that. I'm a refugee too. They kicked me out of here, I have no place to go. Yeah, you're a thief, bro. You're a reformed thief. Another refugee. I can see you're weary. Please eat and rest. You are safe here. This just seems like a nice little place to be, away from everything. They say the Grand Kiltius Anastasis can silence a king or even an emperor with a single withering glare. What I want to know is, why does he hide up here on this mountain? He should be down there, stopping those warmongers. Well, what kind of a beast is this guy? To be able to stop things with a single glare. Not just things, but kings and emperors. That's pretty crazy. At home I chase rats in the gutters for food, not for sport. Here I sleep with my belly full each day. It's like paradise, you see. Have we found a Shangri-La? A new arrival, don't worry. No need to jump the queue here. There's food enough for all. Oh, this is the food line. We are refugees from the Republic of Landis, fallen to the Empire long ago, before you were born, son. Ooh, he called me son. When we first came here, there were few of us enough. Now the fires of war rage outside, and we are close to overflowing. This character model doesn't look old enough to call me son, but that's beyond the point. Here, there's enough for all. Please, no pushing. I want my food now. Ahead on the temple grounds, there's a Viera, name of Relge. I heard her kind were frigid, but that one is made of ice. Ooh. Tried to be friends, huh? You come through Gallimore Jungle, yes? Ah, yes, I see you jape with me. We both know no Viera would allow a human to pass through their wood. Oh, so I guess we tried to tell him that we came from the Viera home. I'm blanking on the name of that settlement. A Root Village, yeah. He didn't believe us. From up here are the temple grounds. Never been myself. They don't feed you up there. Oh, so you're not in it for the faith, you're just in it for the food. I gotcha. Look at all those tents. See how many tents there are? There's more every day. I'm thinking to leave this place. The more people come, the less space there is for all. Well, dude, if you want to get back into the economy, be my guest, bro, because I'm just kind of... I'm thinking about staying here too now. It's so peaceful and I can get fed. What are... Look at these. These are like dragon heads. What are... There's a big nose horn up there. Nostrils. What are... These dragons are... They're so weird, man. It's a likeness. So, I mean, are these actual dragons or are these carved out to simply look like dragons? Who knows, but that's... Those are big croc teeth right there, and there's a big horn. Yeah, that's crazy. Down here now, these look like tents. Tent triangles. So I don't know if that's what is up here actually, or if these are actual rock formations. I guess they kind of look like those are tent triangles too. I don't know though, but there's a rain tarp. Yeah, there's some backstory with those dragons there somehow. We're gonna have to dig that out. The temple grounds are ahead. The light shine upon your path, Faram. So Faram must be like, bless you or something. How's it going? Thanks for watching. We're just taking our good old time investigating Bur-Omisace for the first time here. Welcome to Bur-Omisace, holy mountain of the Kiltias. May I ask why you have come to us? On pilgrimage as refugees? Well, we are on pilgrimage, but, I mean, if you say that you're refugees, you get fed. I'm not that cheap, though. Through these temple grounds, you will find the sanctum where the Grand Kiltias Anastasis presides. I've actually never picked refugees, and I don't know if you would actually get fed. I don't think the game makes accounting for that. Can't fly in yacht, so I came by ship, but the view from here was worth the long journey. I'm no believer, but this place is impressive. Huh. An agnostic. Okay. Every day we become more we welcome more refugees seeking the protection of the Kiltias, and our capacity to feed and shelter them grows ever more strained. So something's got to give here. I mean, we cannot feed the refugees indefinitely, but must give them the means to feed themselves. If only one could magic foodstuffs. Yeah, this is overpopulation. This is getting dire, it sounds like. The building ahead is the main temple. Within you shall find the Hall of Light, where His Grace Anastasius presides. It's almost as if the stage is set for something, isn't it? I don't want to give any spoilers. The island floating in the sky are said to be remains of a great sky continent shattered and fallen long ago. Even now they bleed power, robbing airships of their buoyancy. Wait, what? Island? What? Oh, there's an island there, yeah. Bur-Omisace was an island that floated in the sky. You have the look of one who knows many techniques, but did you know that some techniques alter their range with different weapons? For instance, were you to use Soul Eater upon a winged foe, a sword would not avail you, yet a bow would serve in good stead. A good grasp of the situation is essential to prevailing in combat. Well, I knew that, but now you guys have learned it. Yeah, so there's a couple of different islands here, I guess. Oh, there's this guy. Pilgrim, continue to reach the Hall of the Light, where presides His Grace the Grand Kiltius. My sleep is oft troubled of late. I pray 'tis merely the nerves of an old man. Light guide your path, Bur-Om. So these are Nomu. These are, these acolytes. It's a weird race of small people. The old and wise Nomu elders teach us Kiltius. Simply speaking with them is a revelation. So I guess the Nomu are like the gatekeepers of all the knowledge of the Kiltius somehow. The Kiltius live on the gifts of believers from the past, and the Brody and Dalmasca too gave generously. But those days are no more. See, the Kiltius, though, they seem to be exclusively Hume, so I don't know if there's some kind of a decree that's holding that in order, like, I don't know. The elders are concerned about the future of our mountain. Are the ever-swelling waves of refugees a sign of more evil to come? For more foreshadowing, eh? Oh, these people aren't talking. The refugees' numbers are growing while the pilgrims decrease. It is sad. I would think the faith vital in times such as these. Times such as these. I ask that you remain quiet while in the Hall of the Light. His Grace is a dream sage and must have silence. Do not disturb his meditation. So wait, so this guy is not even properly awake? He's just meditating up there? So that's why people must get intimidated when he looks at them, because he's probably got his eyes closed most of the time. I came to the Bur-Omina Rift hoping to study a rare strain of worm known as the viral. Sadly, I've been most disappointed. If not the rift, where might it be? Well, we'll run into you again later, Sir Worm Philosopher. Mount Bur-Omisace is protected by the holy power of His Grace the Grand Kiltius. Once long ago, a great worm filled with avarice sought to steal the riches of our mountain, but His Grace drove it off to Bur-Omina. Huh. Okay. So that was that the dragons that we saw dead out there? Alone, Relge, do not say such things. She's like, leave me alone. The hearts of humans are weak. I dare not grow close to them, lest mine grow weak as well. Wow. Yeah, she is an ice queen. Now, it looks like this walkway has been broken. And it looks like there's people on the other side. But they don't look scared or stranded. Probably there's like a door over there somehow, but well, yeah, we'll never enter it. That's off scene. Well, I guess there's nothing but to go into the main chamber. Well, there's this guy here. You are in Lord Lars's party? Yes, the Grand Kiltius awaits within. You shall find him through these doors. Great. Let's get a cutscene in, shall we? His Grace waits ahead. Dream Sage, he has known of your coming for some time. He has known of our coming with his eyes closed. Look at this guy. He is actually his own race. Like, there's a race of people in Ivalice in the canon. We never see any more of them. Except for, I think...
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
The
I do
Marquis
not sleep.
has like a servant or
I
something.
dream.
For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole. Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, Your Grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on
You read
the
my blog?
Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard? Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltius, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession to the...
suppose this is something you might reconsider. My little
Who's this
emperor
guy?
waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance.
he's trying to
Arcid
spot me,
Margrace, at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor.
Where's my glasses bearing woman? Where's...
I see it is true
I don't
after
have a girl like
all.
that following me around.
Stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Al-Cid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Evilis in our time.
Grand Kiltius, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Grand Kiltius, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretexts for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
What?
Father.
Your daddy dead? Oh man.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage! The Senate will not stand for this!
Ooh, the Senate's getting blamed.
Our senators? With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own sentence.
A viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Trace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath! Do not tell me you join in his mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
Trace knows what's up.
The once great House
Vayne killed his
Solidor is
papa.
now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vayne Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
You misunderstand. Vayne did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen.
How he's so strong, though? Whoa.
Such strength. Inhuman.
Zargabath.
Yeah, he's got the barbarian
Take the
growl going
Alexander.
too.
You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire. Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another
He's a
master
snitch.
hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all.
What? When your new boss tells you to kill your best friend.
Tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Even Zargabath don't want this to happen. This is nothing but gang tactics.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabranth. Protect the young lord. Protect Larsa.
Dude, I would care to be living or dead.
Forgive me.
Well, I guess her job is done.
Pray be quick.
Just do it quick, man. Dang. That's crazy.
And so House Solidor lives on.
So Yvain killed his dad, pinned it on the Senate, had them all arrested, had one Judge Magister kill another Judge Magister.
Let us suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain, but we are dealing with Yvain Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, or to tempt the resistance into battle. Yvain wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vane's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vane's command, no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete. And there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen.
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
To wield power against power.
He opened his eyes.
Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite.
A sword
Why
that cuts through
he
Nethicite?
would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Ashelia Benagan, and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream.
I think he just wanted to spread the power around. Because if the Nethicite and the blade to cut the Nethicite were in the same kingdom, well then Vayne could just take over one kingdom and be done with it.
My dream too fades into day.
Now is he saying he's close to dying, or is he saying that he's now too anxious to sleep? Because, you know, you have a lot on your mind. It becomes hard to sleep anymore. He's conveniently off the screen now. But we can talk to this guy. Oh, they went into the inner sanctum. Yeah, you were overly direct. Yeah, dude, you just told him his father's dead. You still got those glasses there? Oh well, so I mean we can't get ahead. No matter how far we travel, no matter how fast we think we're going, we're always one step behind the action. Go south through the Bur-Omisace Rift. We're not powerless. If the Grand Kiltius can sway Arcadia and Rosaria, war can be averted. So they have a spiritual sort of power. Oh man, I think we're gonna need all different types of power in order to stop this catastrophe from happening. Okay, so everybody automatically knows where we're going, like we... Though we maintain an entrance to the still shrine of Miriam, the interior is the demesne of fiends, ancient and powerful. Be wary, friend. So yeah, they lock the door, but they don't go in. He said his dream too fades into day, among other things. That worries me. Okay, so these guys aren't saying anything different. Oh, this guy is. So I guess some of the people are saying different things. Not all of them. I doubt Relj is saying anything different. Yeah. Okay. I doubt these guys are saying anything different either. Great worm filled with avarice sought to steal the riches of our mountain. So, I don't know if those dragon statues outside are the same great dragon that he's talking about, because they seem like there's like 2 or 3 of them all in succession. Maybe they're just... Maybe they are just carved mountains, effigies carved into the face of the mountain by human hands, or, you know, just sort of as a remembrance or something. I don't know. So a lot of these people are starting to say the same exact things now. I'm kind of just gonna look for people standing in places where they weren't previously standing. See if there's any more dialogue. Yeah, these people are saying exactly the same thing. I guess it's possible that they carved it by themselves. I mean, it's possible they could be dino bones or dragon bones. Or it's possible that they could just be carvings. Who knows? But regardless, I think our shopkeeper down here is selling more things now. I think having done all that cinema, has opened up his no, it hasn't. His shop is not opened up. That's so crazy. Where's... Well, here's a shop that we haven't been to yet. Maybe this is the one that I was looking for. Ooh, okay, so yeah, we got bowline sash, we're immune to confuse. Let's just go ahead and buy 6 of those right out of the way. No, we're good. A gate ring. Half damage, nullifies weather and terrain effects. Oh heck, why not? Okay, magic gloves. Nah, we don't really need that. We don't need that. Nitrogen belt. Yeah, we got everything else that we need. Okay, oh yeah, so we got Soul Eater here. That's good. And then we got, ooh, Kiraga, that's good. We need that. We need Blizzara, we need. Darkra's great to have, and Berserk is pretty good in a niche situation. Alright, so we got a bunch of things here. We can get some gold needles. We can get 20 of those now. We'll get 10 more of these handkerchiefs. We'll get 10 more echo herbs. Yeah, we'll get... Well, I guess we don't need 10 more potions. We're starting to get a high potion inventory now. So we got a good amount of sundries here. This is the shop that I was looking for before. This is, you know, we wanted to find that much sooner. Alright, so let's save up. We're coming up on the hour mark here. We're at 53 minutes. And I do sort of want to do some teleporting here, because I think that we can get some more hunts in Rabanastre if we go. I think the Giza rains are still in effect. I don't think we'll get the dry until we can actually finish up the storyline in the Mount Bur-Omisace there. So we'll go to the Sand Sea, see if we can pick up some more hunts. Yep, we got X-Tab. Undead, this is in the Hidden Mines. To bear arms against these creatures, to bear arms against our very ancestors, yet if we do not, much harm will it bring. I await your coming. Yeah, we'll go and talk to the guy. Okay, so he's in... Oh, it's High Chief Zayalu. Wow, he's, yeah, King of the Jahara. Okay. Feral Retriever is... The petitioner is on Mount Bur-Omisace. Cool. The light has received many reports of pilgrims being beset by this fiend. Tried to stop it, but to no avail. You must succeed where we have not. Yeah, we spoke to Hims. He's right by the teleport crystal. Alright. I think there's another mark that we can get. But it's not a regular mark, it's an elite mark. So let's go to the bazaar here. And actually, since we're here, let's do some shopping. We've increased our hunter's rank quite a bit, and we should be able to find some new things in here that we haven't found before. Oh, you know what? Convert all license points earned to gil. This can be pretty cool. Half damage, ice, and wind at the same time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having some of those at some point. Train. I'm not sure if 50,000 is what we want to part with at this point in the game. You know, what was the item that we had? What was the equipment? Was it, oh, it was the Lamia's Tiara. Okay, so the Windbreaker and then the Lamia's Tiara are what gives ice and wind resistance here. So I guess what that Cat-Ear Hood would allow us to do is have only one of the other of those. I mean, I kind of want to buy 3 right now, but we're coming up to a point in the story where we're not going to want to lose all that gil, so I'm going to hold off. Oh, here's Kitchen. Good to see you again. I have had so little opportunity to speak with humans. My people keep to themselves. The number of visitors to our village could be counted out on a single hand. Well, there's 6 of us, so not anymore, but, you know, we understand. So did I long to come to a great city such as Rabanaster? That wish has now come true, but this is not how I had hoped it would be. I knew my choice would bring hardship, yet you should have thought it through. We gotta tell her the thing that's gonna piss her off the most. Perhaps I should have. Strength of will alone could not make up for my ignorance of the wider world. I do not wish to admit it, but I know it now to be true. Feel not sorrowful. It is no easy thing to speak unwelcome truths to another, yet these are the most valuable truths to hear. So if you've come all this way telling her what she wanted to hear before, you now realize that you have done screwed up your chances of impressing her for the item that she's about to give later on in the story. And there is like a plus minus system there for the answers. How fares the hunt, Kupo? Here you defeated the Elder Worm. Impressive, Kupo. The Viera Wood Warders send you this with their compliments. 800 gil. You defeated Tamad. Impressive, Kupo. The Henny Mines Guild sends you this. 900 gil. Okay. Gil Snapper is complete, but we can't turn it in because we haven't allowed the Giza Plains to return to the dry yet. So we got Trickster. The hunt is on for the Great White Mark. Will you be the one to claim the kill? Opportunity knocks at once, Kupo. Yes, we will go and speak to that petitioner. Remember, I'm just an intermediary. You'll have to speak to the petitioner in person if you want to know the details. That confirms the contract. Now then, let me tell you where this petitioner might be found, Kupo. He is also right by the save point. That's Gertie, the Moogle at the Chocobo shop. Oh, okay, so Monid is going to help. You're not the only one with his sights on the trickster, boy. If I make it to the petitioner before you, don't let it get you down, eh? Alright, we have a competitor. And Lion, we're going to accept this one too. Now, this is in Bur-Omisace. This is going to be a out-of-the-way part of the game for us, but we're still going to pick it up. I had a row with my children. They got upset and ran into the Lusu mines, but they don't realize the danger they're in. Please help. Will you go and speak to the petitioner, Kupo? Sure. I'm counting on you, Kupo. Remember, I'm just an intermediary. You'll have to speak to the petitioner in person if you want to know the details. That confirms the contract. Now then, let me tell you where this petitioner might be found, Kupo. Alright, so they're in the house in Bur-Omisace that's south of the bar. Okay. My dream is to see each and every last elite mark fall before the swords of the clan. Yep, okay, well, we got our new marks that we're going to be expected to hunt. So, the trickster is the one that I wanted the most. That's the one that when you defeat it, your loot is the canopic jar. However, the trickster I think is probably the toughest out of all of these hunts that we just picked up. We need to go to Southgate, Giza Plains. Even though the story wants us to go to the Still Shrine of Miriam, we're pretty much going to be spending a lot of time at doing these hunts. Now the thing that I did want to do, well, I guess we could do that here. I can go to a shop within Rabanastre, because it doesn't matter where you sell bizarre items so long as you're in a shop in the world somewhere. So I could always access the bazaar through a shop in Rabanastre, and I'm probably going to do that off camera. I'm going to go see what types of loot I can sell and, you know, do a dry run of the transactions that need to happen maybe once or twice, so that, you know, when I boot it back up, I can show you guys what types of things I'm selling in the loots, so that I could get different bizarre packages and buy them for you. So with that said, I guess we'll end it here, and we'll be going on some hunts before tackling the Still Shrine of Miriam. So go ahead and like and subscribe. Any type of popularity I can bring to my daughter's channel is great. She'll appreciate it, I'll appreciate it. And go ahead and, you know, watch some of our Minecraft videos or some of our Kingdom Hearts videos. They're out too. And yep, that'll be cool. So I'll see you guys in the next video.